And we are ready to go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Hey, we got to get this stop here, G.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
315.
To throw is Wentz. And that's caught inside the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
This pass complete, wins to Ertz. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check 24. Shift. You go tight. You got tight. Pilot, 64, weak. Check. Crouch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Jackson. A punt of 46, a return of 5.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down.
5-9.
Now a play fake. Wentz, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, it's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side.
Wentz's pass. Complete to Nelson Aguilar. It's a gain of 13. But it's 3rd down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch the
Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On 1st down, Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Base. Hey, 59, ready. Hey. High 7. 80 weapons. 25, check 25. Say. Shoot.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Shoot! 51! Hey, check 54, south! Go, go.
They go play action now. Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Tuesday.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Ready, 280. 51, Mike, 51. Hey, South.
Watch the run. Jim. He's crashing.
Hey, free play.
Under 10.
11.
10. Hey, Mike 51. There's a party now.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing his Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
82.
Wentz. Being chased out left. And complete to Zach Ertz. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Wentz on third down. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with his first career NFL touchdown. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Got it. 25.
In your face.
Check. Hey, Echo.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Check the outs.
Watch twist.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Hardy. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
Justin Hardy's sort of an undersized guy at 5'10", but he runs physical and he runs tough. In fact, his teammates call him the Wolf because of his special teams play. How about that play right there? Nice job picking up the first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, check.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51. Y'all not ready. 51, Mike.
Bravo.
51.
From the 44, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Got it. Mike 25. 54, south.
Here we go.
Check.
Twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
21.
Check 3.
Here's Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go, D. It's
51, south.
just me and you.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey!
This is Howard on 2nd down. They'll swap down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Malik Jackson coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
22. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here's Ryan to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ryan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jackson to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
At their own 36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
280.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Wait.
You better be ready.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, Mike 51. I got him.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Here we go. 280.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by Howard. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 51.
To throw is Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman.
Ryan's pass.
You got it. You got it. You got
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's coming. Space. Got it.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Five.
Throwing again, Ryan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
152 fighter.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 280.
45. Let's go, Pete. It's going to be a long day.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
45.
Hey, orbit.
Yeah, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball.
On first down, Wentz. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looked like he tried it all there, tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Wentz going to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On first down, Ryan. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Brandon Graham able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
20.
Now Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Go!
51 to Mike. Tackles. Mike.
Ready, sit up. Get up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to air one up, and this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A gain
You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB.
51, Tom! Base.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Howard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Charlie!
Running from the gun with Howard. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Ryan gets it to his tight end, Hooper. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, exit!
From the gun, it's Ryan. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anderson Aho. facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Wentz now to throw. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Howard looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready, blue 80, black 25. Hey, white. I got you. Right here, guys.
Now it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12.
Mike, 53, Mike. He's scared. Rush in. Slam.
51.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Gun.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Come on now, let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They can now enjoy the final stages of this one. A very convincing win. I don't know what was said in the locker room, but whatever it was, it worked pretty well.
It certainly did, and it's probably a capper to everything that was said during the week because they go over every eventuality. I mean, you know how coaches are. They want to cover every minute detail all the way up to how much time does it take to walk from the locker room to the field. You name it. When it all comes together and results in a victory, everyone feels pretty good about that.
Well, the I's were dotted, the T's were crossed in this one for them. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On third down, this is Howard. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 12 yards there and a first down. Now it's Ryan, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Ready, Blue 80.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Smith. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Philadelphia, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they